Heat signature. Hot tips.
Did you know you can return to the ships between missions on a daily challenge? You just need to make sure you do not go too far from the ship. All you have to do is try and keep the ship just within sight, basically, when you return to the station, and you're pretty much guaranteed. There's a gap between being too close to the ship and it will count for time, even while you're docking, and being so far away that the ship will despawn. The ship will only despawn if you do not currently have a mission pointing to that ship, but it will hang around, and when you return, you do not need to worry about the daily clause. The daily clause only counts during missions, so as a pacifist, you can literally murder everyone on the ship, and it doesn't matter. Clauses only count while you're on the clock. So this is something that has kind of been around in the community for a while. I had done some initial experimentation with it not long after the daily came out, and I came to some obviously incorrect conclusions, and so it took Derry Quill the beginning of October doing this in a daily for me to realize, oh, actually, I guess I was wrong, and you can go back between missions. And this is pretty significant. It reduces the variance between daily runs because you can guarantee that you can always get equipment. On the other hand, it does mean that sometimes you're going to miss out because the ship happens to spawn just pointing the wrong way and you can't do anything about that. So I'm not super fond of this, but now I know I can do it. I feel obliged to go back to the ship every time. And if you're going to compete for the highest spots, ultimately you're going to need to adopt the same kind of strategy unless changes get made to the game, much like remote manipulation and glitching through walls. These are tactics that you will need to adopt to achieve the highest scores unless the game is patched to remove them. That's the Tuesday tip for today. If you've got any tips you'd like me to cover for any game, no matter how obscure, let me know and I may include it in a future video. I've got probably one more tip for heat signature lined up, the much delayed throwing video. Then I would like to move on to doing other games. Currently I'm thinking Noita, but if you've got any advice, let me know.